Welcome. My name is Kojosi, the admin of CJ Forex. We are going to be looking at the weekly market overview for the month of October. This coming week we are entering is 24th of October, and the analysis will last from 24th of October to 28th of October 2022. So before we go on, I need to elaborate on what CJ Forex is all about. CJ Forex is a training institution where we teach people how to trade profitably and also help them to earn while they are learning. It doesn't matter whether you're a beginner or an old trader who have been making series of loss. We offer series of services to enable you earn while you are learning. If you look at our client our account, you notice that in our client dashboard, we have other services. We offer online training. If you look at it here, we offer cash flow strategy robots. This robot trade for you while you make profit. We also offer cash flow strategy if you are sure of making 15% monthly, daily. So on this particular one, we offer price entry alert indicator, and we offer account management and VPS. If you are interested to know more, sign up with CJ Forex, log into your dashboard, client dashboard, and go through all the services we offer. But right now, we are looking at what the new week is going to be like. So first of all, I'm going to share my screen to look at what the market will look like. Okay, for this new week, we are going to start with DSY. Many of you have been acquainted with DSY asset, so that is called dollar index. I've already looked at the market before looking at it. So this coming week, we should be looking at the weakness of the market at the initial stage, which is dollar index is going to make a bearish move to target the weekly support before it can end up before the end of the week. We should be looking at the dollar index making a bullish move. So in the general term, at the beginning of this week, dollar will be weak. So that means dollar index will be weak against every other asset. But before the week runs out, the market will rise and become bullish. So if you're a student of CJ Forex, you probably know what principle that need to be met before you can consider buying the dollar asset. So now that means that US dollar is going to gain strength at the middle of this week. So just watch out for a bullish move on the US dollar side. So, we talked about DSY. What DSY is, dollar index, is a dollar that is an asset that is used to measure the strength of dollar against other assets. Okay, so now we are going to be looking at EG, which is European economy against British economy. So at this market, if you look at this asset, last week, this is weekly time frame we are looking at. If you look at this week, last week, the market was fiercely rejected by the weekly resistant level and closes below the weekly resistant level. So we are expecting this coming week being 24th of October to 28th of October. We are expecting the market to be bearish in market direction. So looking at the market, you see that the market is going to make a bearish move this coming week, but there are some parameters that need to be met. There are some principles that need to be achieved before you can consider entering the market. That the market is going to sell this way does not mean that you should just jump in and start selling. Every principle needs to be met before you can consider selling. So that's why you need to enroll into CJ Forex Online Academy to help you understand the principle of how to trade the market. It's not enough knowing where the market is going. There are three basic components in the forex market: where the market is going and where to enter the market and where to exit. So that's where you are having issues. So GBP, Euro GBP is going to sell this week. That is our general analysis on the market move, but you don't probably know where to enter, how to enter, and where to exist. So that's why you need to be trained into by CJ Forex Global Online Academy. So on this one, we're going to be looking at Euro USD. This coming week, Euro will make a move, but the general term is that in the general term, US dollar is going to sell against Euro. Okay, so looking at this aspect, it's amazing that this market is going to touch the weekly resistance to allow it to gather momentum to sell. But how do you know where the market is going to be considered a valid sell, and what are the necessary principles that need to be made before you can consider selling the market for the week? So if you are a student of CJ Forex who have already graduated, you probably know where to set your entry for sell, on what are the, you probably know what to be expecting before you can consider selling the market. So let us look at GBP USD. This week we are entering GBP USD. USD is going to gain momentum. So let us look at GBP trying to make a bullish move before the end of the week. Then before the end of the week, US dollar is going to gain strength against GBP. So that means GBP is going to be weak against US dollar. So let us look at Australia. That means GBP is sell for the general analysis. Market overview is a sell bias. So look out for opportunity to sell. If you're a student of CJ Forex and you have gone through CJ Forex training, you know the principle that need to be met before you can consider entering the sell market. If you enter the wrong place, you'll be knocked out. Okay, that's why you need to be a student of CJ Forex Global Online Academy. Now, let's look at Australian USD. What is Australian USD going to be? Last week, Australian USD met at the flat of the week, which is the weekly resistance level, which is, it was bullish, but it did not close above the order block. So we are expecting this coming week to fiercely push the market down, and that means Australian USD is going to gain momentum against Australians. But what matters here is how to enter the market. What are the principles? What are the parameters that you need to be met before you can consider a valid entry for a sell? So that's why you need to be a student of CJ Forex Global Online Academy. So, but the general view of this market is a sell opportunity. So the general view of this market is a sell opportunity. So if you are a student of CJ Forex Global Online Academy, you must have known what needs to be met for the week before you can consider looking for opportunity to sell. So your initial first take profit is going to be here. Then if it breaks there, this is the next place to target your take profit. But your first take profit should be targeted at the peak of the 2 weeks lows. Okay, these lows of this candle, that is this particular candle here. Okay, that is where your first take profit will be. And if you look at the distance, you will see that the pips distance is very, very much. If you make money, if you make a lot of this is weekly time frame. So if you look at this pip distance, you can see that it is 196 pips. Okay, that is equivalent to 1,962 points. So if you have made up to from 190, you have made a lot of profit. Okay, you have made a lot of profit for the week. So that's why you need to enroll to CJ Forex Global Online Academy. Let us look at USDCAD. If you look very well, USDCAD is going to make a bullish move. Look at it. Last week, market got to the order blocks, and then which is weekly support level. So, and it didn't close below it if you look very well. So we are expecting a valid move in a bullish direction, maybe during the week. So maybe the new candle will successfully make a bearish move and then later on end up bullish. So you should be looking out for opportunity to buy in the USDCAD when the parameters have been met and your principle of entering has been met, then you can consider a bullish entry. So let us look at GBPJPY. JPY is going to make a bearish move based on what happened last week. Last week, the market was fiercely rejected. If you look at this, is the resistance was rejected to the rejected and closed with a strong rejection. So we are expecting this coming weeks to be bearish. That means British pounds against JPY. That means JPY is going to gain strength against them. GBPJPY. Okay, so let us start looking at bearish opportunity. But what matters is how do you enter the market? That is why you need to enroll in the CJ Forex Online Academy, where you'll be trained on how to become a master in profitable trading. Okay, so let us look at crude. What is crude going to be this week? This week, crude is going to be very weak based on what happened last week and what we expect. So, but before we can consider selling on crude, we should look at if the parameters will be set. But this particular asset, you see what happens here. It was rejected. Even when it tried to go up, it was fiercely rejected by the weekly order block. And we are expecting a strong move in the bearish direction to trigger the market to get to the next weekly order block, which is this particular one. So you should be expecting a bearish move, okay, a bearish move on the crude. That's mean crude is going to sell throughout this week. So expect a bearish move. If you are a student of CJ Forex, you probably know what needs to be met before you can officially enter your market for sale. Okay, let us look at gold. Many people love trading gold. Gold is going to be weak this coming week. If you look at what happened, just look at it. The market move in a bullish direction was fiercely rejected by the weekly resistance, and this weekly resistance rejected it and closed the price below the resistance. That means this coming week we should be expecting a bearish move. Okay, a bearish move in the market in the selling market. So you should be looking out for opportunity to sell this coming week. Okay, a sell opportunity. All the parameters must be met. If you're a student of CJ Forex, note this: all the parameters must be met before you consider entry. Do not enter like a novice. You should be a master student that knows how to enter your market profitably. So you have to learn to be patient for all the parameters to be met. I'm speaking to students of CJ Forex, some of them who are in the school and some who have graduated. Okay, and for S&P 500, we should be looking at S&P 500 is going to gain momentum to buy this coming week. So you should be looking out for opportunity to buy, not opportunity to sell. So look for the strength of S&P 500 in bullish direction. Now let us look at NASDAQ. Okay, which other one? Which other NASDAQ? Okay, NASDAQ is going to gain strength this coming week. This week is going to be bullish. You know, they are correlated in one way or the other. They are positive correlated. So if dollar is rising, that means this index will be rising. So let us look. The NASDAQ is going to make a bullish move this week. All the parameters that need to be met have to be complete before you can consider entering NASDAQ S&P 500. Let us go to synthetic asset. For those of you that love trading synthetic, okay, for V75 mostly. This coming week, V75 should be approaching the weekly support level before it can make a bullish move to target the monthly resistance level. Okay, so we should be looking at the bulls to get to this weekly support level, and on this weekly support level we should be expecting the market to reject and set a parameter for a bullish move, and this bullish move is targeting that's coming this particular resistance, this monthly resistance. Okay, so you should be looking out for opportunity to buy. But as a student of CJ Forex, you should know exactly what needs to be met. So you should be watching out for a bullish move, but in the direction of the bulls, you have to look out for a certain principle and parameters that need to be met. But the general term for this coming week is a bullish move. So be bullish bias on the V75. Thank you once again. My name is still remains Kujosi, the admin of CJ Forex. I hope you make the right decision. Remember, good message can never make good people, but the right decision. You can't be in the water and soap enter your eye. So make the right decision by enrolling to CJ Forex Global Online Academy. Get access to all our services so that you can earn while you are learning. Thank you once again and have a nice day.